Hello YouTubers, it's Candace here. Apparently I can't start a video without doing the double wave. I guess that's what makes me me. Here I am. Anyway, I wanted to create this little video to tell you three things. One, I know that you haven't seen a ton of uploads from me recently. That's because I'm in the process of moving. It is a joy I wouldn't wish on anyone. I absolutely hate moving. It's never any fun. But it's especially not fun when you think you found the most beautiful commercial space and you had like things signed and people saying yes and everything's ready to go, and then you're like really ready to move in and they say, oh wait, by the way, we want to raise the rent and shorten the lease term. That's what happened to me. So I thought I would be moving into a commercial space this week, and it's not happening. There were many tears shed. I'm still trying to process it all and trying not to have a complete nervous breakdown. But today's a new day, and I have two commercial real estate agents out and about putting their feelers out, trying to find the perfect space, and I'm confident that we will find it. But in the meantime, I can't film anywhere because my stuff is everywhere, and I'm moving in with my boyfriend, and he has a really sweet little condo, but it's not ideal for filming yoga stuff. So I apologize for the lack of content, but I promise you that as soon as I move into my commercial space, you're going to be seeing weekly uploads just like before, every single Tuesday, and I thank you in advance for your patience. The next thing I want to tell you, number two, we are going to Kenya. Yeah! It's my second time there. Really excited, especially because now I know what to expect. I can answer any question anybody has at me, like anybody throws at me. That's kind of the hard part about doing this kind of work, especially when you have never been to the place that you're going. People are like, hey, so when I get there, is it possible that I could, you know, go to this store and pick up this thing that I need? And you're like, I don't know, I've never been there. This time I have been there, so I can tell you no, there is no store around because we're in the middle of nowhere in Kenya, which is great because you're gonna see some stuff that you wouldn't see in the middle of any old city in the middle of Kenya. This is a once-in-a-lifetime trip. I can't describe it any other way. It's just pure magic. So here's how it works. You get yourself to Nairobi, and our team will pick you up. And then we'll bring you to the airport, or sorry, not to the airport, we'll bring you to the hotel. We will all stay in the same hotel on night one. Then in the morning, we'll have breakfast together. We'll jump in probably do two vans, I think, and then take a 4-hour ride to Old Pejeta Conservancy, which is where we'll be staying like right on the edge of that. The 4-hour drive, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, do I really want to get in a car and go 4 hours? You do. It is definitely one of the highlights of the trip because you get to go through all these little towns, you get to see how people really live, you get to see like local businesses and kids playing and kids walking to school and moms going to the market, and it's so interesting and eye-opening, and it's just one of the best parts, honestly, about the whole trip is the drive through Kenya, because when do you ever get to do that? You know, it's really, really something special. Once you get to Old Pejeta, you're like, all right, maybe I'll see an elephant as we drive the 30 minutes through the conservancy to where we'll be staying at the safari cottages. And then you realize, oh no, we won't just be seeing elephants. We'll be seeing zebras. They call them zebras there, by the way. Zebras, rhino, hyenas, every kind of amazing bird you could ever imagine. We might see a lion. We might see leopards. The leopards are really sneaky. They're hard to kind of come by. Might see wild dogs, same thing. They're really kind of sneaky. You don't see them too often, but every once in a while you do. And the most amazing part of it is we will be able to stop and take photos or keep going, whatever we want to do. That's kind of the best part of it, is we're just a small group and we can decide what we want to do. So I love that. Once we get to the safari cottages where we are going to be staying, it was really important to me that we have all the comforts of home. I don't like to rough it too much. So I made sure that we have hot running water so you can take a shower at the end of the day. I made sure that we have real actual beds, and the beds are super comfortable, but it's not so posh that you're like, that you're not getting a real true experience. if that makes any sense. You know, some places you go on vacation, but you like stay at the resort the entire time and it doesn't even feel like you left the States. I didn't want that kind of exclusivity. I wanted it to be super comfortable, you know, somewhat luxury. It's an inclusive retreat, so all your meals, even alcohol, if you'd like to have a glass of wine or something, that's all included. I wanted those things to be set in stone, but I didn't want it to take away from the authenticity of the experience. So what's so amazing is these cabins, you'll have all 3 walls. It's like a wooden structure, right? Regular wooden cabin, 3 walls. The 4th wall is going to be this zip up kind of wall, and there you'll have a screen that you can open up if you want to go outside onto your porch. And on top of that, you'll also have a canvas like closure. So if it's raining or something, you can just like zip it up completely and you won't see out or in, and you're kind of a little protected from the elements if it even rains. I think it rained once the last time I was there. Anyway, we're going to have daily game drives, and it's just going to be a couple of us in each Land Rover, so it's not like you're packed into this crowded thing like sardines. It's just you and probably 3 other people and the driver. And our drivers are amazing. They're guides. That's all they do. They know everything there is to know about every plant, every bird, every animal that we come across. They can tell just by looking you know, at the animal how old it is. They can tell you like amazing things. Like I learned, we saw a lion last time. We went lion tracking. We'll do that again this time around. And we saw this big male lion, and he had a tiny bit of pink. And if you look through the binoculars, you could see tiny bit of pink on the nose. And he's like, oh, that means that he's still kind of an adolescent. He's not a fully grown male. He's just starting to get his mane, as you can see. And that little pink tells us that he's, you know, still on the younger side. So really interesting tidbits like that. So we'll have those daily game drives. We'll learn so much. We'll probably eat breakfast out in the bush, they call it, every day. It's a magical, magical experience. And what I love about the guides is that they are so in tune with what's going on. Like, they are on top of everything, and we don't leave a crumb, like not even a crumb. If coffee is spilled, we somehow pick it up. We don't leave anything out in the bush. But we have these incredible huge spreads of breakfast where we eat out there, and then we'll just drive around looking for the animals, seeing what we could see. We've got binoculars, you've got your cameras. It's incredible. Then on top of that, we'll also have daily yoga. And the theme for this week is yoga and the 5 senses. So each workshop is going to be tailored to one of the senses. It's going to be a transformative, magical, unbelievable experience, and I'm so excited to share it with you. The last thing I want to share about that trip is that there's only going to be room for 10 people. So we have a few spots left. I will put the link in the description box if you're interested in coming with us, and I hope you do, because it's, like I said, one of the most magical trips I've ever taken in my life, and I've done a lot of travel. The third thing I want to tell you about, something I'm most excited about, saved the best for last year. Our app is now available for download. Yes, it's true. Our app is back, and it's better than ever. So we used to have an app. It did not go very well. I talked about it in the finale of our season finale of our podcast, which is called Namaste with Yoga by Candace. You can download that anywhere you listen to podcasts. So I talked all about how the app came to be, what went wrong in the last one, what we did differently this time around, and I'm just really excited about it. So I'll show it to you here. You can find it on iTunes, and looks like this. There we go. And then you can click, and you have all this different content. We have content for exclusive subscribers. That's $3.99 a month. And then we also, it also pulls in from our blog, so you can check that out as well. Now, if you're an exclusive subscriber, you get perks. So every month we're going to be giving you a challenge, whether it's a 7 or 14 or 30-day challenge. That might be like a workout challenge, a strength building challenge, a yoga challenge. I'm kind of toying with the idea of a no sugar challenge because I think that would be really exciting. Right now we're in the middle of a 30-day meditation challenge, and you're welcome to start these challenges at any time. So if you're only now hearing about the app and you're like, oh, but you guys are on day 14 of the meditation challenge, that's okay. You can still do it. You can start today, doesn't matter. And all those challenges will always stay up there. So next month when we start a new challenge, you'll have access to the meditation challenge and the new February challenge. So you have your challenges. We also have a book club, which you can just, you'll find it there. You just opt in and be part of our book club. So every month we'll discuss a book that we read together. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited about it. It's something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and I'm just grateful that we finally have the platform to do it. And then you're also going to get tons of other content. So it might be yoga tips, whether it's for poses or sequencing or teaching. I'm going to be doing entrepreneur tips, things that I've learned in building this business, and sharing things that I continue to learn when I go to workshops with YouTube and that sort of thing. I'm also going to be starting a series called People You Should Know, and I'll be interviewing experts in either the health and wellness industry or the business and entrepreneurship area. So if you're somebody who's like into that, you'll be excited to see that. I'm going to also share a more personal side of, I guess, me. So for example, in this month's content, I've been talking a lot about this parasite cleanse that I've been doing. I haven't shared a whole lot about that anywhere else, but I'm sharing why I'm doing it, how you do it, and how I'm doing on it. Hint, not doing well. I will also be sharing workout tips, food, recipes, also like everything I eat in a day sort of thing. And I'm just really I'm excited about it. It's so beautiful, it's so well done, it's really user-friendly, and it's an extension of the YBC blog. So if you're coming to like just practice yoga, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised because the videos are all there. It's very easy to find and navigate, but it's got so much more than just like a video library of yoga content. So I'm really excited for that. I do have to apologize in advance because right now we only have version 1 out, and that version is meant for iOS devices. I feel so bad that we aren't able to do version 2 yet. Version 2 is going to support Android, Google Play people, but we just didn't have, we have to raise $25,000 before we can start up with that. So I'm working on it, but we're not quite there yet. A lovely YBCer has put together a GoFundMe if you'd like to donate towards that version 2. While we continue to raise the money for that. That money that is in the GoFundMe account, that'll go directly to our developers. So as soon as, together we raise the money, we'll be starting on that. So I do apologize in advance, but we are working on it. I promise you that. So thank you for checking out this little update. It's just been a rough start. 2019 has been a rough start to the year for me. Like I said, I thought everything was cool with my, my new commercial space, and it wasn't. So I guess that's just like the universe's way of saying, not today, Candace. Wasn't meant to be. That's okay. I'm gonna find a great space. I know it's out there. It's just gotta make it happen. So we're looking, and as soon as I move in, I promise you I'll be creating new content for you guys and uploading to YouTube per usual every Tuesday. Don't forget to check out the link for the Kenya Safari Yoga Retreat that's happening March 3rd through 10th this year, 2019. And then also don't forget to download and opt into our app. Just search Yoga by Candace, one word, in the iTunes store, and I promise you that version 2, which will support Google Play and Android devices, all of that, that's going to be coming out as soon as we raise the money to begin working on it. So thank you for sticking around here. I appreciate all of you. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Double wave. Bye.